Hi Kevin.
Hi.
Would you like a glass of water before we begin today?
I think I'll be fine, thanks.
Okay, breathing techniques. Did you want to practice any breathing techniques before we begin today?
No, I think I'll be alright.
Okay, no worries. Now tell me Kevin, what has brought you in today?
I don't know what to do with him. I can't stand it anymore. Tama had another outburst yesterday and did considerable damage to the furniture and started punching holes in the wall. When I and Manu tried intervening, Tama threatened to assault us. And I believe that with his escalating violence, we're unable to keep Manu and myself safe.
Okay. How often is Tamar displaying this violence?
Well, he's starting to display it more regularly.
Okay. So, how many times a week would you say?
I would say at least 3 times a week.
Okay. Is there anything that seems to trigger Tamar to display this violence? Like certain topics, or does he just go off randomly, or?
Yeah, he just seems to go off for the little things.
Okay. Alright. How do you react when Tamar displays this violence?
Well, I try to calm him down and tell him that everything's going to be alright. Just doesn't seem to be helping at all.
Okay. What strategies are you currently using to try to decrease the violence? Are there any strategies that you're currently using other than telling him that everything's going to be alright?
No, not really, no.
Okay. Okay. Would you like some information on some anger management?
Yeah, I think that would be really helpful.
Okay, excellent. Here's some information on some anger management strategies. You can take this home with you and you can use it to try to decrease and minimise the violence that Tamara is displaying at home. Now, with the violence, and you said it's escalating, would you like me to draw up a referral for you?
Yeah, I think that would help.
Okay, is there any services in particular that you think you would like to access or anything?
Oh, I'm not really too sure what services are available.
Alright, well there's Headspace. Headspace is an organisation for youth aged from 12 to 25 years. They help with all kinds of physical health and psychological health and well-being of youth, and they also support their families. Would you like me to organise a referral to Headspace for you?
Yeah, that would be great.
Excellent. Okay, Kevin, you've come in today. I've noticed that your eyes are a bit bloodshot, and I can also smell alcohol. Have you been drinking today, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. How often do you consume alcohol?
Well, it's starting to become more regular.
Okay.
So,
So, would you say maybe 3 times a week?
yeah.
Okay. Are you consuming the alcohol to cope with what's happening at home? Do you think?
Yeah, I think that's becoming more regular.
Right. Have you accessed any services for drinking alcohol in the past?
No.
Okay. Do you think that you need some help or support to decrease the sudden increase in alcohol consumption?
Yeah, I think it might be a good idea.
Okay. So there's plenty of services out there that may be of assistance. Would you like me to organise a referral for you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Do you have an organisation in mind that you might want to access?
I'm not too sure what's available.
Okay. So there's a few services available. There is Red Cross. There is the Stagpole Street in-house rehabilitation centre,
Okay.
and there is also ATODs. Now ATODs, they are alcohol, tobacco and other drug services. They support people with referrals, complex assessments, clinical assessments, and they also support their families. They're also able to help with other services. Which service would you like to go with? ATODs.
ATODs?
ATODs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you tried any strategies for decreasing your stress and to help you cope with what's happening at home?
No.
No? Okay. Would you like some information on meditation, breathing techniques and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, whatever can help.
Okay, excellent. So I've printed off some breathing techniques and some meditation. You can practice this when you feel, instead of consuming alcohol, you may want to try this first.
Okay.
Until they set up the referral is accepted through to ATODs. So I'll let you take that one home with you as well. Okay. So the next concern that I have is the safety of you and Manu and of course Tamara as well. How do you plan on keeping everyone safe? Do you have a plan for keeping you, Tamara and Manu safe?
No.
Okay. Alright. So once you are referred to Headspace and it's all approved, they'll obviously be able to give you some more information and some strategies and help you with that kind of stuff and help with Tama's well-being and yours and all that kind of thing. But in the meantime, maybe we could put some strategies in place. For example, have you thought of maybe retreating to a safe room with Manu when Tamara is displaying the violence and calling the police?
No, I think might be a good idea.
Okay, well with the escalating violence and stuff, it is, obviously you are concerned about it and that's why you've come to see me today. So we might put that strategy down and as a goal to use for now. Yeah, okay. Okay, so it seems that Tamara is still having a really hard time dealing with the loss and grief. Have you thought of accessing grief and loss counselling for you and Tamara and Manu?
No.
No? Okay. Yet again, there is a lot of organisations that provide loss and grief counselling. So Mission Oz here, they offer grief and loss counselling. We also have Centrecare. Centrecare offer grief and loss counselling as well. Which service is any of those services you want to access?
Yeah, missional.
Okay. Alright, so I can do up an internal referral for you if you like.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, excellent. I'll organise that at the end of the session for the grief and loss counselling internal referral. Okay, do you have any support systems that can support you with everything that's going on at the moment? Support you to access these services and...
No.
No? Okay, so I know that you've distanced yourself from Tama's mum and Manu's mum distance herself from her family. What about your family? Are they your family? Can they support you in any way or anything with all of this?
Yeah, I've got nothing. No, probably not.
No? Okay. Alright. Well, we can build our own support system for you between the referral organisations that we've discussed. If your referral is approved, we can put together our support system. So that would be Headspace, Mission Oz, myself and someone from the Loss and Grief department. Also ATODs as well. So we can work together as a support system. I'm sure I can discuss that with them. Okay, so it sounds like you're feeling quite stressed, confused as to what to do in the situation. Is that how you're feeling?
Yeah.
So kind of lost and confused as to what to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so today we've gone through the violence Tamu's displaying and talked about how often and all that kind of, all the other stuff that we discussed. I've given you some information on anger management and strategies to reducing anger management. We've discussed referring to Headspace. I'll organise that referral at the end of the session for you. We've also discussed your intake of alcohol recently, and we've agreed on ATODs as a referral service. I can organise that referral at the end of our session. We've also talked about some strategies such as meditation and breathing techniques, which is the information that I gave you earlier. And we've also talked about the safety of you, Tama and Manu, and how you can, for now, retreat to a safe room and call the police. Also, as we discussed earlier, Headspace will be able to give you some more information and strategies to help with that once your referral is approved. We've also gone through and discussed grief and loss that Tama is still experiencing, and possibly maybe yourself and Manu, and talked about a referral, internal referral to Mission Oz Loss and Grief Department. I will also organise that for you at the end of the session. In regards to, we also discussed some support systems, how I'm going to, once I do the referral, I'll put on there that you have a limited support system, and I will try to get them to agree to work with me as a support system to help you and your dependents to access these services and support you while you are accessing the services. So, shall we organise our next meeting now?
Yeah,
Yeah? Okay. So how's Wednesday next week?
Yep,
Yeah. Is there any time Wednesday next week? Okay, so how about we start off nice and bright and early with the 9 AM?
Yep, yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, excellent. So I will complete those referrals for you now. And we've come to the end of our session.
Okay.
You'll be contacted by the referral organisations. I will also contact you, and we'll discuss everything else in our next meeting on Wednesday. If you have any immediate concerns or any questions in the meantime, here's my business card, which I'm sure you already have one because we've met before, but if you've misplaced it or need another one, there's another one.
Okay.
And I look forward to seeing you next week on Wednesday at 9 AM.
Okay, thanks very much.